Very good morning. Today we are going to discuss about constructional details and working of a hard disk drive. In the last class we have discussed about various mass storage devices, earlier mass storage devices and present mass storage devices. The earlier mass storage devices were stone tablet, Selectron tube, punched card, floppy disk drive and etc. we have seen. And present mass storage devices are SSD, solid state drives, hard disk drives, CD-ROM drives, flash memory, and optical drives we have seen. So now in this class we are going to discuss about details of hard disk drive. The constructional details and working of a hard disk drive. Hard disk drives. A hard disk drives, sometimes abbreviated as hard drive, HD or HDD, is a non-volatile data storage device. It is usually installed internally in a computer, attached directly to the disk controller of the computer's motherboard. It contains one or more platters housed inside of an air-sealed casing. Data is written to the platters using a magnetic head which moves rapidly over them as they spin. So hard disk drive is a mass storage device which is generally installed inside the computer case and attached directly to the disk controller of computer's motherboard. So it is also called secondary storage device in the computer. Nowadays it is main important component inside the computer case. So this is one of the hard disk. Inside hard disk we can say this is nothing but platter where we store our data. This is a read write head which is used to write the data on this platter and also read the data from this platter. So remaining all our parts we will see what about these parts in the next. So this is inside hard disk drive. We can say these are the platters inside the hard disk. This is a spindle motor which spins these plates, and this is control circuitry. This one is a read write head which reads and writes the data on it, and supporting devices inside the hard disk. So a hard disk, hard drive or fixed disk is an electromechanical data storage device that uses magnetic storage to store and retrieve digital data using one or more rigid, rapidly rotating platters coated with magnetic material. So it means every hard disk has generally rotating platters. The important component inside the hard disk are rotating platters where it is nothing but magnetic coated material where we store the data. The platters are paired with magnetic heads usually arranged on a moving actuator arm which read and write data to the platter surfaces. Data is accessed in a random access manner, meaning that individual blocks of data can be stored and retrieved in any order. Random access means we can retrieve the data in any manner and any order. Whereas in sequential order, best example magnetic tape, it is also a mass storage device where we store the data and also retrieve the data in sequential manner. Whereas in hard disk, we store the data and retrieve the data in random manner. HDDs are a type of non-volatile storage retaining stored data even when powered off. This is exactly opposite to the main memory in the computer side. Main memory is also called random access memory, RAM, which is volatile in nature, where we store the data temporarily. So if you want to store the data permanently, we must use secondary storage device. The best example for secondary storage device is hard disk drive. HDDs often store operating system, software programs and other files and can be found in a desktop computers, mobile devices, consumer electronics and enterprise storage arrays in data centers. So these HDDs are stored everywhere, almost in desktop computers, mobile devices, laptop computers, all consumer electronics, uh, and enterprise storage arrays in data centers. So this is the importance of hard disk drive. In a computer, an HDD is commonly found in the drive bay and is connected to the motherboard via an ATA, SATA or SCSI cable. ATA means Advanced Technology Attachment. It's a technology to attach hard disk drive to motherboard. SATA, Serial Advanced Technology Attachment. This is one of the technology, the presently available technology, the presently used technology to connect hard disk drives to motherboard in the computer case. SCSI is a small computer system interface. It was somewhat the oldest technology to attach hard disk drive to motherboard. So now we are using only SATA technology. The HDD is also connected to a power supply unit and can keep stored data while powered down. Hard disk drive components and how it works. So we must see what are the components inside the hard disk drive. What are the components? The most basic hard drives consist of a number of disk platters that are positioned around a spindle inside a sealed chamber. The chamber also includes read and write heads and motors. The motor is used to spin the platters which hold the data at up to 15,000 rotations per minute. A higher RPM number results in faster performance. The rotations per minute RPM, if it is higher, that increase the performance of hard disk drive automatically. While accessing the data, we will get the information and also will write the information very faster manner. As a platter spin, a second motor controls the position of the read and write heads that magnetically record information to and read information from tracks on each platter. This is the technology to read the information and also write the information on the platter. The hard disk drive construction. Hard disks are rigid platters composed of a substrate and a magnetic medium. The substrate, the platter's base material, must be non-magnetic and capable of being machined to a smooth finish. It is made either of aluminum alloy or a mixture of glass and ceramic. To allow data storage, both sides of each platter are coated with a magnetic medium. Formerly, magnetic oxide was coated on these platters, but now almost exclusively a layer of metal called a thin film medium is being used as a storage medium on this platter. This stores data in a magnetic platters, with each platter capable of storing a billion or so bits per square inch or of platter surface. So information stored is, we can measure it, storing a billion or so bits per square inch, BPSI we say. Here we can see, here we can say this is a platter, this is a platter, this is spindle which is used to spin these platters, and this is read write head which can read the information on the from these platters and write the information on these platters. And to move this, behind this activator is there. This activator activates this read write head. Here also again inside a stepper motor which step this read write head front and back. So this is activator arm. Here we can see another one. This is chassis, entire thing is hard disk chassis. Here we can see the hard disk platters. There are three plates are there, 1, 2 and 3. Each and every one there is separate read write head. For each and every plate there is a separate read write head which can read the information from these platters and also write the information on these platters. Platters vary in size, and hard disk drive comes into two form factors, 5.25 inches or 3.5 inches. These are the sizes of the platters inside the hard disk. The trend is towards glass technology since this has the better heat resistance properties and allows platters to be made thinner than aluminum ones. So before there was aluminum ones coated with magnetic property. Now we are getting glass technology of platters. The inside of a hard disk drive must be kept as dust free as the factory where it was built. The inside hard disk must be in a sealed chamber. Sealed chamber. That's why we must not allow any dust. That is nothing but dust free hard disk. To eliminate internal contamination, air pressure is equalized via special filters and the platters are hermetically sealed in a case with the interior kept in a partial vacuum. This sealed chamber is often referred to as the head disk assembly. The entire sealed chamber is called head disk assembly. This entire plates, what are the plates inside the hard disk, must be placed, sealed in interior with a partial vacuum. Thus, we won't allow any dust inside the hard disk. Hard disk drive construction again. Typically, 2, 3 or more platters are stacked on top of each other with a common spindle that turns the whole assembly at a several thousand revolutions per minute. So, inside the hard disk there are generally 2 plates, 3 plates or somewhat more plates are stacked on top of each other, and those plates contains a common spindle motor which turns this whole assembly, nothing but whole, these 2 plates or 3 plates or more plates are revolved along with this spindle motor. This speed is nearly 1000 revolutions per second. There is a gap between the platters and making room for magnetic read write head mounted on the end of actuator arm. There is so close to the platters that it is only the rush of air pulled around by the rotation of the platters that keeps the head away from the surface of the disk. It flies a fraction of a millimeter above the disk. On early hard disk drives, this distance was around 0.2 millimeters. In modern day drives, this has been reduced to 0.07 mm or even less. A small particle of dirt could cause a could cause a head to crash, touching the disk and scraping of the magnetic coating. So, on IDE and SCSA drives, this control is part of the drive itself. There is a read write head for each side of each platter mounted on arms which can move them towards the central spindle or towards the edge. The arms are moved by the head actuator which contains a voice coil, an electromagnetic coil that can move a magnetic very rapidly. Loudspeaker cones are vibrated using a similar mechanism. So here very important thing, there is a read write head for each side of each platter mounted on arms which can move them towards the central spindle or towards the edge of the spindle. Here this is called a read write head which moved from central of the spindle and also edge of the spindle, nothing but moved towards and backwards with the help of actuator arm. The heads are designed to touch the platters when the disk stops spinning, that is, when the drive is powered off. During the spin down period, the airflow diminishes until it stops completely. When the head lands gently on the platter surface to a dedicated spot called the landing zone. So where the head lands gently on the platter surface, that is called a spot called landing zone, that is called LZ. The LZ landing zone is dedicated to providing a parking spot for the read-write heads and never contains any data. The landing zone never contains any data, but it is a parking spot for the read-write head and spindle when hard disk is powered off. Hard disk drive operation are working. The disk platters are mounted on a single spindle that runs at a typical speed of 10,000 runs per minute. On EIDE, Extended Integrated Drive Electronics, or small computer system interface, drives that disk controller is part of the drive itself. It controls the drive's servo motors and translates the fluctuating voltage from the head to head into digital data for the CPU. Hard disk operation working. A hard drive has only a few basic parts. There are one or more shiny silver platters where information is stored magnetically. There is an arm mechanism that moves a tiny magnet called a read-write head back and forth over the platters to record or store information. And there is an electronic circuit to control everything and act as a link between the hard drive and the rest of the computer. The HDD parts we see now. The important parts here: actuator, the important part, the actuator that moves the read-write arm. The actuator moves the read-write head, nothing but read-write head. In older hard drives, the actuators were stepper motors. In most modern hard drives, voice coils are used instead. In old hard disk drives, the actuator is nothing but stepper motor with steps front back. Now we are using voice coils in the modern hard disks. As their name suggests, these are simple electromagnets working rather like the moving coils that make sounds and loudspeakers. They position the read-write arm or head more quickly, precisely, and reliably than stepper motors and are less sensitive to problems such as temperature variations. So in older hard disks we were using stepper motors to move the read-write head. Now we are using voice coils to move the read-write head on the surface of the platter. Next one, second one, read-write arm swings the read-write head back and forth across the platter. Next, central spindle allows platters to rotate at high speed. Next part is magnetic platter stores information in binary form. Plug contains link hard drive to circuit board in personal computer. Read-write is a tiny magnet on the end of the read-write arm. Next part is circuit board on outside underside controls the flow of data to and from the platter. The circuit board is the most important one, which controls the entire operation of the hard disk and also controls the flow of data to and from the platter. Flexible connector carries data from circuit board to read-write head and platter. There must be a flexible connector which connects these two, read-write head and also platter from circuit board. Small spindle allows a read-write arm to swing across the platter. These are the parts inside the hard disk. So this is the sealed hard disk, we can say sealed hard disk made by Seagate company. It's 1100 GB, 1000 GB, nothing but 1 TB hard disk. This is 1 TB hard disk. So inside parts, these are the platters where we store the data. This is read write head, and this is read write arm, head arm, nothing but head arm, and this is the activator. Activator nothing but with the help of, nowadays with the help of, this is voice coil. In the older days it was stepper motor, which moves this hard disk drive front and forth, nothing but central of the spindle here to edge of the spindle. As these platters are moving at the speed of thousands runs per minute, so this head right head moves front and back and get the information, required information. So there are number of plates here. Each and every plate is having separate read write head for it. So here we can see the inside parts of the hard disk drive. This is platter, round shape one platter. This is spindle which spins these platters, and this is activator which helps in moving the read write head from front and forth, from nothing but central of the spindle to edge of the spindle. This is activator arm which supports the read write head, and this is a parking ramp where read write head parked, and read write head. Activator PCB, nothing but printer circuit board which controls the activator. This entire is nothing but chassis. So these are the important parts just now we seen. So again here also we can see base casing. This is spindle, and these are the platters. There are 3 plates are there. Case mounting holes. These are case mounting holes which are used when we are inserting this hard disk inside the computer case. We have to screw these holes, and these are the platters. And this is a ribbon cable, nothing but it is also a flexible cable. Ribbon cable attaches heads to logic boards. All heads, each and every plate is having separate head above the platter and beneath the plate. So each and every platter is having 2 heads above it and beneath it. And this is tape seal. There is a power connector of the hard disk, the jumper settings of the hard disk, jumper pins of the hard disk. This is SCSI interface connector, somewhat old one. And this is activator. This is activator motor, nothing but stepper motor in olden days. Now it is voice coil. This is activator axis, activator arm which helps in moving this read write head. Cylinder, nothing but head, read write head which reads the information on these platters and write the information from this plate on this platter. Is a spindle. Basically these are all the internal parts of the hard disk. The data is recorded onto the magnetic surface of a platter in exactly the same way as it is on floppies or digital tapes. Same technology used here. Essentially, the surface is treated as an array of dot positions, with each domain of magnetic polarization being set to a binary 1 or 0. Generally, computer accepts digital data 0 or 1. So we have to store the same data in the hard disk drives in the magnetic form. The position of each array element is not identifiable in an absolute sense, and so scheme of guidance marks helps the read write head find positions on the disk. The need for these guidance marking explains why disk must be formatted before they can be used. So important thing, formatting, the word came here. Formatting means when you purchase a new hard disk, it contains only platters. It don't have any facility to write the information on it. So after purchasing new hard disk, after procuring new hard disk, we must prepare that hard disk to store our data. That preparation is nothing but formatting. So generally these platters contains tracks on it, tracks, number of tracks per inch. Generally they depends upon the plates, and those tracks are divided into sectors. The sector is the place where we store our data. So formatting creates these tracks and sectors on it according to the hard disk density and according to the system file system, generally NTFS or HFS file we use. So in olden days it was FAT file system, file allocation table file system. So based on that, this formats the hard disk, then we can store the information on it. Unless otherwise, if you won't format, if we don't format the hard disk, we cannot store the data on it. When it comes to accessing data already stored, the disk spins around very fast so that any part of its circumference can be quickly identified. The drive translates a read request from the computer into reality. There was a time when the cylinder, head or sector location that computer worked out really was the data's location. But today's drives are more complicated than the BIOS can handle, and they translate BIOS request by using their own mapping. So here also we can see a picture of this hard disk, a read write heads. These are the platters, 3 plates are there, 3 plates are there, and there is a spindle to which spins the plates. Is the data where we store on the plates, and there is a computer case and controller circuit. A read write operation, how information can read and write the information on the platters. The read write head, generally termed as a RW head, is the key component that performs the reading and writing functions. Without this read write head, we cannot store the information, and also we cannot retrieve the information. With the read write head only, the name itself saying is that read write head, which reads the information from the platter or hard disk, which write the information on the platter on the hard disk. It is placed on a slider which is further connected to an activator arm, which allows the read write head to access the sectors across the platter over the track during data input and output functions by sliding across the spinning platter. This is a function of the read write head of the hard disk. The sliding motion is derived by passing a current through the coil, which is part of actuator assembly. This is controlled by the electronic hardware. As the coil is placed between two magnets, the forward and backward sliding motion is hence derived by simple current reversal. The static or present location of the platter is identified by the embedded servo code written on the platter. The arm on a typical hard disk drive can move from hub to edge and back to 50 times per second. The more the speed of this movement, more the access time. Nothing but we can access information very quickly. The stack of platters rotates at a constant speed. The drive head, while positioned close to the center of the disk, reads from the surface that is passing by more slowly than the surface at the outer edge of the disk. Simple concept of angular motion. So the read write head, when reaches to the center of the head, center of the spindle, center of the platter, generally it is slow in motion. Whereas read write head reaches the outer edges of the disk, it fast the information. It have fastest movement. This is simple, nothing but concept of angular motion. To compensate for this type physical difference, tracks near the outside of the disk are less densely populated with data as compared to the tracks near the center of the disk. So as our read write head moves slowly nearby center and move fast at the outer edge of the disk, as per angular motion, there is a gap between this physical difference. To compensate this, tracks near the outside of the disk are less densely populated with the data as compared to the tracks near the center of the disk. So center of the disk are most densely populated. The result of the different data density is that the same amount of data can be read over the same period of time from any drive head position. To write a piece of information, it might be the contents of the file or data or some application. To write a piece of information on the disk, An electromagnetic flux is transmitted through the head, which hovers very closely to the platters. The read-write head suspends a thin cushion of air which the spinning platter induces. In general terms, it is similar to the force or pressure experienced by the person standing near a fast-moving train. The read-write head suspends a thin cushion of air which the spinning platter induces. So we can compare it with, in general terms, it is similar to the force pressure experienced by the person standing near a fast moving train. This design distance between the head and the platter is called the flying height. It can literally measure to a few millionths of an inch. Whenever a request for writing is made, the disk read-write head writes data onto the disk by changing its magnetic polarization to include either a 1 or 0 value, as well the data is stored in terms of byte. During a read request, data is interpreted when the magnetic fields on the platter brings a corresponding electrical charge due to the change in electrical resistance in the read head, and that passes over the platter at that very moment. These electrical fields are then encoded and transmitted to the CPU to be processed and read by the system. So this is how data is read on the written on the disk. So far we have seen some details inside the hard disk, how hard disk looks like, what are the parts inside the hard disk, what are the functions of the parts inside the hard disk, how information read and write information takes place in the hard disk we have seen. We also watch a video which consists what are the inside parts we can see visibly in this video, how they work we can see in this video.
So here we have a 70 megabyte hard drive. We got 4 platters and 4 heads. We're gonna power this bad boy up and put it on the internet. This is from a time when life was a lot simpler. You can see how fast that's spinning. It's crazy, isn't it? 70 megabyte. Nice little cover there. Oops.
So far we have seen internal parts of the hard disk, how they work, how the read and write information, writing the information takes place on the hard disk. A little bit we have seen visibly through a video how hard disk letters are placed in the hard disk. We have seen so far. In the next video, again, still we will continue this, and we will also discuss constructional details of hard disk, how hard disk write the information on the platters, how plates are organized inside it. We also watch a video of prepared from the Seagate company. Seagate is one of the famous hard disk manufacturer. In the next video, we will see all the construction and also operation working of hard disk drive.